So one thing you obviously will notice in these photographs or any photographs that I make, that on the side it says real photo, not AI. And I can't believe we are living now in that time period where we have to clarify that there is a real human touch to a photograph. What you're seeing is real people, real places, real emotions. And I think this is the reason why I really wanted to go to Japan and take photographs of something old, classical, cultured, before everything gets lost into the world of AI and fakery. And you gotta understand, like, you can create the exact same scene in AI within 2 seconds. But you know what the value of that photograph is created by AI? 0. We're taking time to go from one country to another, spending money, spending resources, then capturing moments. I can probably tell you right now, in future it's going to be worth 6 figures. I already know how much these real photographs are really worth in the eye of the beholder, those select few people who actually admire these things and even are willing to pay for these things. And this is why it's just my passion for photography now came. It never was there before. I actually maybe did it out of necessity when I had no money 15 years ago. But now it just feels like now is the time for photography to shine. Why? Because when a person sees that this is real, something within them awakens. Because now, like you see now on YouTube, Instagram, half of the content is AI and fake. And it's like, you're like, people are going to crave for that human touch. They're gonna crave in a coming few years. And this is why, you wanna be Rolex. Rolex never changes for anybody. They don't create smartwatches. They're not gonna create your sporty watches. They have stuck to what they do for the past 150 years, which is why they're probably one of the most valuable fashion companies out there. This is why people seek those particular watches. Why? Because they stick to something which is cultural, embedded in a culture, and it's real, and it is something that does not require some battery. So just like that, photography itself is going to withstand the test of time, where people are just going to crave a photograph which is real. Because your internal self will know that, wow, this is real. And this is why I feel, a beautiful place like Japan serves a big part in that particular purpose in our future. And these are just some of the photographs that I've taken, and I'm going to be sharing more of my trip to Japan. And in the future, it'll probably be Morocco. And the thing is, like I've discussed before, it is only one reason why I got into photography recently. Why I actually went to Japan is because of Hasselblad camera. Hasselblad has been the Rolls Royce of camera, but the color science, the depth of this camera, like when you see a photograph, you feel like you're actually there. The colors are real. Most cameras, you have to go into Photoshop, you have to go into Lightroom, you have to adjust the colors and everything. Here, if you actually do something with the colors, you feel like you're ruining the picture. The only thing that you will see is probably the contrast added. And that's it. Because when I'm looking at the picture, I'm like, what do I do with this? This is perfect. This is why Hasselblad was the reason why I fell in love, because everybody wants a camera to give that Panavision 35mm look of Hollywood movies. How did they do this? Well, it's the lighting. Well, it's the person behind the camera. Yes, all those things are true. But it is that richness of the colors, which is 291 trillion colors, I believe, with this camera, where you can just see the pores on a skin. You can see the raindrops on the glass. I mean, you just feel you're there. And this is why, even though this is not really truly a street photography camera, but I wouldn't touch any other camera. Like I'm shooting right now with the GFX medium format 102 camera. It takes amazing photograph, but it's nothing compared to Hasselblad. There's a 2-3% difference between this and any other camera, but I'm sorry, but that 3%, 4% difference is huge, which made me actually get into photography. Like if this camera just disappears from face of the earth, and now I'm dealing with all these other cameras, I won't have interest. I will just be focusing on some of the other things that I do in my life. So anyway, I'm gonna bring you guys more. There's a lot more photographs to share from Japan. Thank you.